Hi, my name is Trish Jenkins. I'm a member of Soroptimist International, and today I am thrilled to be interviewing three amazing women who just totally inspire me. They are from the Brain Awareness Centre, and they have a vision to help people who have an acquired brain injury by supporting them and providing fellowship for them, because they each have experience with acquired brain injury. I have Jo, I have Sam and Alyssa. Welcome to the program, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Now, ladies, can you tell, just for people watching, what is the Brain Awareness Centre about?
Well, we started in November 2023, and we believe it's out of a need to be a connecting point for people with acquired brain injury or their families or people in general who are interested in the topic, to find information and to meet people who can understand the language and understand the world that you're in.
Right.
When you have an acquired brain injury.
Wow, yeah, because I imagine if someone has had an accident or had something, their world has turned upside down, and to have a brain injury, you don't know what that's going to mean for your life. So what would that I imagine that must be quite lonely. Sam, have you got anything to tell us about that?
Yeah, well, I've watched both Alyssa and Jo go through different aspects of acquired brain injury. So from Alyssa with her daughter and then Jo herself. So I've sort of seen it from both angles, and yeah, the loneliness that comes with that.
Right. And you're a nurse?
Yes.
Right. And were you a nurse caring for brain injury people?
No, just a nurse in general. So a lot of general experience with all different walks of life and all different kinds of disabilities and injuries, and, you know, seen a wide variety of things. So
wow.
Yeah.
Nurses, my gosh, we had COVID, we had all sorts of things going on that the nurses are our heroes. Absolutely. Wow. And so, Alyssa, what is it about the strength of fellowship, of people coming together to make new friends and so on? And you mentioned that you have a daughter.
Yes, so my daughter has a brain acquired injury. It was just recently diagnosed a couple of years ago. And coming into not knowing anything about it at all, it was scary. It was eye-opening, and you just take day by day.
Wow.
And something always new pops up in this industry. It's always changing. But having met Jo through Sam has been great. Having someone to talk to and understands the lingo that a lot of people who don't have what Miley or anyone that does have a brain injury, they don't feel alone. They just can talk the lingo and be understood without having to say to someone who's not familiar, well, this is what it is, it's blah, 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 and they look at you and go, what?
Wow.
So it's just nice not to have to do that. And
yeah, because I imagine it's, with a brain injury, it's not always obvious when you look at someone and you're talking to them. It's not always immediately obvious that they have a disability that we need to accommodate and be gracious and help with and be patient. And I imagine it would be extremely frustrating and emotionally upsetting too. But what is that like?
it's very hard.
Well, they call brain injury one of the hidden illnesses because we don't go around with a flag saying, this is what's wrong with me.
Wow.
But sometimes, like Alyssa and I, we can just sit together and we just know that whatever we talk about is safe and it's okay.
Wow.
Because there's no judgment there, because there is that understanding of
So beautiful.
how that person is feeling at that moment. And one of the worst things, I think, when you have a brain injury, whether it's, a small child, because her daughter looks perfectly fine from the outside, is you look normal.
Right.
But the challenges are all
Inside.
Right.
And that's where that sunflower comes into play.
Right. Now tell me about the sunflower, Sam.
Yeah, well, many years ago, even before we formed this group, my son's got ADHD and autism. So I learned about the sunflower many years ago as an initiative that these people were trying to bring up that is an indicator of this hidden illness. So for people on the outside, if someone's wearing a sunflower lanyard or they're wearing a badge, or I think they've come out with a lot of other things now, but it used to just be the lanyard.
Wow.
And they're trying to integrate it into different places so that like airports and things like that can see that when someone's wearing a lanyard, they might have an hidden illness that you can't see on the outside, but they may need extra help or extra time with something, or, you know, the parent and the child's having a meltdown, or the child's, you know, fallen and injured themselves, and just as an indicator, but not a big blaring red light going,
So it can still be secretive if you don't want it to be known. So you can, your
right.
safety is still
discreet and respectful, so that if industries like at airports, and now that you know, watching this, if you see someone who's either wearing a lanyard or it might be a brooch, or some sort of
wristbands,
yes,
they've got now.
Then if you see someone, then, and you know, if you can be of any help, just discreetly, just to say,
But it can be at restaurants, it can be in public spaces, shopping centres, all sorts of spaces that, you know, just a little bit of compassion and a little bit of understanding on that day that that person might just need a little bit more time.
Wow.
A bit more space, a bit more.
Just give them an extra few minutes.
Yeah.
Just
That's right. Doesn't that remind us that, you know, when you're rushing through life and we can be so impatient and have our own agenda of what we want to do, it's the human thing to do, to be compassionate with everyone. But if someone has got a sunflower, just pause and just be that little bit more gracious, a bit more loving, a bit more caring. And that not only helps them, but that's actually going to make other people, you, me, and each other, just that bit more human.
But it's even educating other people about this as well.
Yes.
So pass on that message.
Pass on the message.
This is what we're trying to do. Is
That's so great. So ladies, you're providing a group where people can get in touch so that they too can form friendships and fellowship and learn about the new environment that they're in. So I believe you have a morning tea that you'd like to tell everyone about.
Yes, we meet once a month. Our next meeting is in July on the 11th, and we meet at the Caboolture Sports Central. And we go upstairs and we are there to chat and have a bit of morning tea with.
Wonderful.
And you can follow us on Facebook for updates.
Great.
We also do pop-up stands now. We're having at the local libraries. We travel around and we have information if people want to come and stop by and talk to us about
fantastic
various things.
Oh, that's wonderful. So morning teas on a monthly basis. Now look up, you will find them on Facebook, and your Facebook page is called
the Brain Awareness Centre.
The Brain Awareness Centre. So look for that on Facebook and get some updates on where it is, when it is, because if you're watching this video down the track, there might be some details change. So look up that Facebook page. Jo, Sam and Alyssa, it's just been heartwarming, and just my heart's just, I feel like I have just had an extra depth of humanity and compassion found in me just sitting with you. You probably hear it a lot, but, you know, it is heroic. It is. And it's also something that reminds us all that you don't know what people are living with, whether it's PTSD, whether it's an acquired brain injury, or if it's something else. We all need that little bit of extra compassion.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. I'm Trish Jenkins. Thanks for watching, and watch out for more videos where I'm going to interview each of these ladies about their own story on other videos. So keep an eye out for those. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Trish.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.